Syllable, a unit of pronunciation. Syllable can be defined both phonetically and phonologically. When we talk about vowels and consonant, we say that vowels have no obstruction of air, whereas consonants have obstruction of air. So we can define them phonetically as well as phonologically. Phonologically defining vowels and consonants, we say that they have certain different distributions. Similarly, we can define a syllable phonetically and phonologically. Phonetically defining, we can say that a center with no obstruction of air before and after there is greater obstruction to airflow. It means that the center sound of the syllable has to be a vowel sound, because these are the vowels which do not have an obstruction of air, and before and after there is a possibility of consonant before and consonant after. So this is how we can define a syllable, that phonetically a syllable consists of a vowel sound in the middle which has no obstruction of air, and a consonant before and after. There is a possibility of consonants coming before and after. For example, let's look at the word cat. The centering sound of this syllable is vowel a, and it has no obstruction of air, whereas the first sound is consonant k, it has obstruction of air, and t, it has obstruction of air. Phonologically, it is looking at the possible phoneme combination called phonotactus. Phonologically, we can have certain possibility of phonemes in clusters at the beginning of the word syllable as well as at the end of the syllables. So, how a word begins? Let's look at how a word begins. For example, we have this word air. It begins with a vowel sound. It has no consonant sound. So a word or a syllable can begin with a vowel sound only. Nice. It starts with a consonant. Smoke. It starts with two consonants. Spray. It starts with three consonants. So we can say that a word may begin with a vowel sound only, or it may begin with a single consonant sound, or it may begin with two consonant sound, or it may begin with three consonant sounds. So let's look at how a word ends. For example, we can see that the word put ends with one consonant sound. Two, for example, the word left has two consonants in the end, left, f and t. Three, for example, the word helped ends with three consonants, l, p and t. Four, for example, the word prompt ends with m, p, t and s. You have seen that there are certain, if word or syllable begins with a consonant sound, it can reach up to three consonants. But when we talk about three consonant, it means that we are talking about clusters. But there is a certain sequence in a cluster that is possible. Certain sounds can form cluster. We cannot take any three sound of our own and make a syllable, make a beginning cluster of a syllable. Similarly, when we talk about the ending sound 1, 2, 3, there are certain possibility of clusters at the end, and these clusters too have certain groups, and we cannot use the groups on our own. So if we look at the structure of the syllable, we find that the first consonant is called onset, then the vowel and the final consonant, we call them rhyming, because syllables are a very important factor for rhythm of language. So rhyme consists of nucleus and coda. Nucleus is the vowel sound. We also call peak because it has the highest louder sound in a syllable, and coda or termination. So a syllable consists of these three things: onset, nucleus or peak, and coda. So you look at the word word. So w, and d, rd, right? So we have this onset, rhyme. Rhyme consists of nucleus and coda. Similarly, we have word sprint. We have onset, rhyme consists of nucleus and coda. Division of syllable. Division of syllable is sometimes not easy. It's very difficult, and there are certain possibilities that we can discuss about. For example, if we have a word extra, we can break it into syllables like this, and this. So we have 5 possibilities. If we look at the 5 possibilities, we can say that the first, extra, this is not possible because the second syllable has a group of consonant sound which are not possible in English language. Similarly, in the fifth possibility, we have a final consonant in the first syllable, extra. This again is not possible, so we have to consider second, third, and fourth possibility. So it's always very difficult to define a syllable according to its consonant groups. So a word may have no consonants or up to 3 consonants in the beginning, or no word ends with more than 4 consonants. So according to the rule, a syllable can have 3 consonants in the beginning or up to 4 consonants in the end.